So welcome to TEDx Club. I think we are all aware of India, that we know every corner of it, like north, south, east and west, and every current affair that's going to happen and is happening. So when we know all these things, let me pose you a couple of questions. 1. What could be the major factor do you think for India being still a developing country? I'll be repeating it. What could be the major factor do you think for India being still a developing country? And second, why India is not known for its employment where it has talented employers? Again, I will be repeating it. Why India is not known for its employment where it has talented employers? So for these questions, we had a number of reasons economically and socially. But accordingly, I can say brain drain can be the drastic factor for India being still a developing country. So what is brain drain? Brain drain, it can be defined as a process in which a person will be migrating to the other country, or a country loses its most talented workers through migration. So to make it simple, let me say you something. Recently, my family friend had migrated from a developing country to a developed country in order to have a better lifestyle and have a much more income. So as the days are passing, the income is increasing and he had increased his quest towards the income. So what happened is that he wanted to settle there itself, irrespective of all the belongings that were there in his home country, India. So not only this, there were n number of people who are being migrated from a developing country to a developed country. So how this brain drain is happening? So when I sorted out things, I had classified the factors which are low income, low wages and technological gap and poor facilities are making people to push from a developing country. Whereas higher income, good lifestyle, higher facilities and technological gap is making people to attract towards a developed country. So when we know how brain affects us, we also need to know how to terminate this of being still a developing country. So when I sorted out the things and classified it, I got to know that reversing brain drain, promotions and job opportunities are making people, that can make a people to terminate from migrating from a developing country to a developed country. So what is reversing brain drain? According to the name, here the process of brain drain will be reversed. So actually what is brain drain? People from a developing country will be migrated to a developed country. But here in the process of reversing brain drain, people from developed country will be migrating to a developing country. So that we all know that people from developed country will be experienced and have much more good talent. So when they migrate to a developing country, they can also make a developing country as a developed country. And the second, promotions. We all know that promotions are varied in different jobs. So when people are reflected and get promoted, they can do the work they actually wanted to do and develop a country. And third, job opportunities, which are most important that we all should know. In India, according to the census, we all know that there are 16.3% of people who are graduates per an year. There are 16.3% of people who are graduates. In that, there are 11.3% of people who are unemployed, whereas only 1.44% of people who are under employment. See how drastic situation India is having. There are 11.3% of people out of 16.3 who are unemployed. So when people get job opportunities, when people get opportunities to do the work, they can easily with their ideas and talents can make a country developed. So let us all imagine a person having bags of diamonds. So when he started sharing all his diamonds to all his neighbors for no sake. Does it happen really? Obviously no, according to me, because they already mentioned it's worthy. And we even won't dare to do that. So when people are not willing to share their diamonds which are so-called worthy and developing themselves, why can't we think of developing our nation with our actual worthy knowledge? And this is the last question of ourselves. Let us all make a self-question that what gives me happiness? Let us all make a self-question that what gives me happiness? There may be two options. One, family, friends, and being a good citizen. And two, money or income and the way we be and all the facilities. So when we realize on what category we belong to, we will get to know what we are. And when we get to know what we are, we will be ready to change ourselves. Luxuries and money are not so important. All we need is a love towards our country and the interest towards our work that we do. So let us all promise India that we always be with it and make India developed more and more. A wise person should have money in their head but not in their heart. I repeat it again, a wise person should have money in their head but not in their heart. So let us all try to make India developed. If each and every citizen think out of box and make it developed, automatically we can have the grasping factors that we had discussed previously, and automatically we will be categorized into option A. So with this, in this talk, I just want to say you all that let us take a step forward of making India developed, not only economically but also socially. Thank you.